still remember the day like it was yesterday. The sun was shining bright, the market was busy, and I had just slipped into what I thought were the most beautiful shoes I had ever owned. They sparkled under the light, they looked elegant, and I felt taller just by wearing them. I took a few steps with confidence, smiling as I admired how they made me look. But then, as the minutes turned into an hour, my smile began to fade. What I thought was beauty slowly became pain. Every step felt heavier, every corner I turned became an effort, and by the time I got home, I could barely wait to take them off. Does that sound familiar to you? That moment when we fall in love with how something looks, but forget to ask the most important question, can I really live in these? Over time, many of us women have discovered that style without comfort is like a sweet fruit that's too bitter to swallow. It might shine from the outside, but deep inside, it makes the journey harder than it needs to be. As the years pass, comfort becomes more than a luxury, it becomes a necessity. When we are younger, we sometimes tolerate the blisters, the pinching, and the aches because we think beauty demands sacrifice. But with wisdom, we learn that beauty and comfort are not enemies. They can walk hand in hand if only we know what to look for. The truth is, our feet carry us through life. They've taken us through childhood, through long walks to school, through chasing after children and grandchildren, through markets, through celebrations, and even through moments of sorrow. Every wrinkle on our face might tell a story, but so does every step we've ever taken. Our feet deserve kindness, they deserve respect, and most of all, they deserve comfort. That's why today, I want us to talk deeply not just about shoes, but about how to know when a shoe is truly comfortable. Because sometimes, the shop assistant will smile and tell you, "Oh, madam, this one is very good, very comfortable," but comfort is not something someone else can decide for you. Comfort is personal. It's something you can feel in your own steps, in your own bones, and even in your own spirit. Before we go into the tips, let's pause for a moment and think about this. How many times have you chosen a pair of shoes that look so lovely, only to come home and realize that you couldn't wear them for more than an hour? How many times have you bought something quickly, thinking it would serve you, only for it to sit quietly in your wardrobe, gathering dust? We've all been there, and it teaches us one thing: comfort is not negotiable. Let me share another little story. A friend of mine, Grace, once told me about a pair she bought for a wedding. She wanted something that would match her outfit perfectly. She didn't think much about how the shoe felt. She was so focused on the color and design. At the wedding, she looked stunning. Everyone complimented her, but halfway into the event, she couldn't even dance. She sat at her table, watching others move freely, while she kept adjusting her feet under the tablecloth, hoping nobody noticed her discomfort. She told me later, "It was like my beauty was trapped. I looked fine, but inside, I was suffering." That's the reality for so many of us, and it's why learning how to tell a comfortable shoe from an uncomfortable one is a skill every woman needs, no matter her age. Especially as we grow older, when our feet need even more care and attention, it becomes less about impressing others and more about taking care of ourselves. So here's the beautiful truth I want you to carry with you: comfort doesn't mean boring. Comfort doesn't mean plain. A comfortable shoe can still be stylish, elegant, and full of charm. But what makes it truly valuable is that it allows you to move freely, to stand with confidence, and to live without unnecessary pain. Now, you may be asking yourself, alright, so how do I know when a shoe is comfortable? How do I tell the difference? That's exactly what we're going to uncover. But before we get there, let me turn the question to you, because I believe wisdom is not just in talking, but also in sharing experiences. Now, before I give you my thoughts, I love to hear from you in the comments. Have you ever bought a pair of shoes just because they were beautiful, only to regret it later when the pain started? Do you have one pair of shoes that you always go back to, no matter how many new ones you buy, simply because it feels so good on your feet? And if you had to choose between style and comfort, Which one would you pick today and why? I ask these questions because every woman's journey with shoes is unique, but we all have a common thread. We've all had those moments of discomfort, those secret sighs when we finally take off a pair at home, and those bursts of joy when we find that one pair that makes us feel like we can walk forever. And let me tell you this, the wisdom you share might help another woman watching this video. Sometimes the best advice doesn't come from experts or books, it comes from real women with real feet and real stories. So please, don't hold back. Your voice matters. Now let's return to the heart of our talk. How to tell when a shoe is truly comfortable. The first sign is the fit. A comfortable shoe doesn't fight with your feet, it embraces them. It doesn't pinch your toes together. It doesn't leave space so wide that your feet slip around. And it doesn't press down on the top of your foot as if it wants to trap you. Instead, it feels like a natural extension of you. When you slip it on, you shouldn't need to adjust your walk. Your steps should flow naturally, as if the shoe and your foot were made for each other. The second sign is the balance between softness and support. Some shoes look soft on the outside, but feel like stone inside. Others feel cushioned at first, but after 30 minutes, you realize they're giving you no support at all. A comfortable shoe does both. It cushions your steps while also supporting your arch and heel. It's like having a friend who not only comforts you when you're tired, also gives you strength to keep moving. Let me give you a picture. Imagine walking across a tile floor barefoot. If the tiles are cold and hard, you feel it instantly. But if you step on a soft rug, your feet relax. That's the feeling a shoe should give you. Not the chill of hard ground, but the gentle ease of a rug that welcomes your every step. Another clue is how your body responds. Have you ever noticed that some shoes don't just hurt your feet, but also your back, your knees, or even your shoulders? That's because our feet are connected to our whole body. If your shoes are uncomfortable, your body tries to adjust. You might start leaning forward, walking unevenly, or carrying yourself with less confidence. But when your shoes are comfortable, your whole body aligns. You stand straighter, you move smoother, and you even breathe better. That's the power of choosing wisely. But maybe the most important test is this. Do you forget you're wearing it? Think about it. The best clothes, the best shoes, the best accessories are the ones you don't have to think about all day. They just blend into your life. If you spend the whole day adjusting, wiggling your toes, or looking for a place to sit because of your shoes, then they're not truly comfortable. A real comfortable shoe lets you live your day without a second thought. Here's something we all know but sometimes forget. Comfort and beauty do not have to be enemies. Too often, women feel pressured to choose between looking elegant and feeling at ease. But the truth is, the most graceful women are the ones who carry themselves with ease. Shoes should never steal your elegance by making you wince in pain. And one more gentle reminder, comfort is personal. What feels like heaven for one woman might feel like torture for another. That's why you must listen to your own feet, not just trends or advertisements. Your feet are unique,